This stadium was literally shaking. It was a fortress of red with thousands of fans screaming, absolutely positive that Liverpool were just minutes away from a huge win over their biggest rivals. For 83 minutes, it looked like it was over, but in soccer, anything can happen. In just 9 minutes, the perfect game Liverpool was playing was completely destroyed. All their happiness was gone, and the entire stadium was left in shock, dead silence. This is the story of how Manchester City, a team that was this close to giving up, pulled off one of the most insane comebacks I've ever seen. It's a story of a manager thinking fast, a crazy free kick, and a last second penalty that turned good guys into bad guys and left behind total chaos. How did Pep Guardiola's team flip this game upside down and turn a guaranteed loss into an unbelievable win? Was it a genius plan, or did they just get super lucky? The date was February 8, 2026. The stakes could not have been higher. If Liverpool won, their dream of winning the title would be alive and well. But if Manchester City lost, they would be a massive 9 points behind the league leaders, Arsenal. For City, this was bigger than just points. This was about breaking a 90-year-old curse. A win here would be their first league double over Liverpool since the 1936-37 season, a stat that proves how impossible it is for anyone to win in this stadium. The first half was like a chess game, and Manchester City was controlling everything. The home fans were booing them for passing the ball around, but City didn't care. They were setting traps and moving the ball so perfectly that the pouring rain didn't even matter. They were completely dominant, taking 10 shots in the first half. That's the most any team has been allowed against Liverpool in one half all season. But with all that control, they just could not score. The entire first half was a battle between two players, Erling Haaland and Alisson Becker. Just 2 minutes into the game, Haaland got a perfect pass and was one-on-one with the goalie. But Alisson made a giant save that set the tone for the whole game. Again and again, City created chances. Haaland, who was missing everything, was stopped again by the Brazilian keeper. Omar Mamouche missed another huge chance. City kept attacking, but Alisson was a brick wall. He saved everything. Liverpool was getting destroyed, but somehow surviving. Their coach and Slot had them playing tough, soaking up all the hits and trying to strike back with the incredible speed of Mohamed Salah and Florian Wirtz. Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahim Konate were giants on defense. Liverpool was bending, but they weren't breaking. Even with all of City's amazing passes, they couldn't get a goal. When the halftime whistle blew, something felt weird. City was the better team by a mile, but the score was still 0-0. And in this stadium, if you don't take your chances, you will pay for it. Just ask Arsenal. You could feel the energy completely shift when the second half started. The rain got heavier, and so did Liverpool's confidence. And Slot's team started pressing City, messing them up and finding open spaces. Their striker, Hugo Ekitike, started causing big problems, and for the first time, City's defense looked nervous. The game turned into a wild back and forth night, and both teams knew the next goal would be the winner. And then, in the 74th minute, we saw one of the most insane goals of the entire season. Liverpool got a free kick 30 yards away from the goal. No one shoots from that far. It seemed impossible, but Dominic Szoboszlai had a different idea. The Hungarian, who was forced to play as a defender, stepped up. With only 2 players in the world, he did something nobody expected. He kicked the ball with a well shot follow through, making it deep and suave like crazy. The goalie, Gianluigi Donnarumma, one of the best in the world, was completely frozen as the ball flew past him and smashed off the post. The stadium exploded. It was a goal so good it could win any game. A moment of genius that looked like it had just won them the title. Szoboszlai, the emergency defender, was the hero. Liverpool was winning and they were on top of the world for 10 minutes anyway. Down 1-0 in the stadium with only minutes to go, most teams would give up. It's over. But not this team. This is Pep Guardiola's Manchester City. They don't panic. They find a way. So what did they do to start the comeback? Pep did something crazy. He threw the entire game plan in the trash. The slow, patient passing was gone. It was time for chaos mode. Just non-stop attacking. City started going after Liverpool's tired players. The crazy pace of the game wore them down, and huge holes were opening up in their defense, and it worked. In the 84th minute, the equalizer came from this exact new tactic. A high cross came into the box and found Erling Haaland, but instead of shooting, he did something simple but brilliant. He just headed the ball over the defense to Bernardo Silva, who took a massive risk by running in from deep. Silva stretched his leg out and poked the ball right past Alisson. They didn't even celebrate. The job wasn't done. But here's the craziest part. The player who kept Silva onside was Szoboszlai, the guy who scored the miracle goal just 10 minutes earlier. Playing in a position he wasn't used to, he stayed back a little too long, a tiny mistake that cost them everything. The comeback was happening and Liverpool's dream was turning into a nightmare. Everything had changed. The stadium went from roaring to completely silent, and City knew they could win it. They kept attacking over and over, and the aggressive playing was destroying Liverpool's defense. Then, in the 3rd minute of extra time, the knockout punch landed. A City substitute, Matheus Nunes, used his fresh legs to sprint behind the defense. The pass was perfect. Nunes was all alone. Alisson Becker, the hero of the first half, made the biggest mistake of the game. He rushed out and tripped Nunes right inside the box. It was a 100% penalty. The hero of the first 45 minutes had become the villain of the last. All the pressure of the entire season was on this one kick from Erling Haaland. He had already missed a bunch of chances, but with the entire game on the line, he was ice cold. He put the ball down, took one breath, and calmly blasted the penalty into the bottom left corner, sending Alisson the wrong way. It was his first ever league goal at Anfield, and it was the biggest goal of the season. City had stolen the lead. And it's still not over. This is where it gets even crazier. In the final seconds, Alex McAllister hit an absolute rocket that forced an unbelievable diving save from Donnarumma. Then what happens next is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen in soccer. Liverpool sent everyone to attack, and a City player, Ryan Cherki, tried to shoot from his own half at the empty net. As the ball was slowly rolling towards the goal, Haaland chased it, only to be literally pulled to the ground by Dominik Szoboszlai. The ball went in, but the referee had already blown his whistle for the foul. After a VAR check, the goal didn't count, but Szoboszlai was given a straight red card for stopping a goal. He scored an impossible goal, made the mistake for the equalizer, and now gets a red card. What a crazy game for one guy. The final whistle blew and Man City won 2-1, stealing the victory in 9 insane chaotic minutes. Liverpool was heartbroken. It was the 4th time that season they had lost a game in the final minutes, showing a brand new weakness. The loss dropped them to 6th place, miles away from the top 4 with their title dreams completely crushed. So how did they do it? Simple, they were adaptable. Guardiola saw his first plan wasn't working. He switched to a super aggressive strategy, attacking Liverpool's tired and broken defense, and bringing in subs like Ryan Cherki gave them the energy they needed to completely turn the game around. For Liverpool, it was a brutal lesson, and Slot's team had no idea how to protect a lead, and City's speed finally exposed their defense. This is why the Premier League is the best league in the world. You get genius tactics, incredible moments, huge mistakes, and a reminder that it is never ever over until it is over. I gotta know what you guys think. Was Alisson's challenge a definite penalty? And was the red card for Szoboszlai the right call, even though the goal was disallowed anyway? Tell me what you think in the comments right now. And if you enjoy insane breakdowns like this, make sure to smash that subscribe button for more. Thanks for watching. See you on my next video.